Having a blessed weekend so far. This is our second one. The first one didn't get in the algorithms. One person showed up and then disappeared within seconds. It didn't even show it as a view. Kind of weird. All right, got to put the freshly painted door over this. We did the one side yesterday. Now we got to do the other side. Don't want it to get scraped. Fresh paint job on that side, so. All right. Make sure this is cleaned off. A little bit of dust on it. This jacket's a little thick. Let's put this thinner one on. Although it's warm enough, I actually don't think I need it. We just do it without it. I don't think we need it on. What we got? Anybody show up yet? Wow, what's going on? Almost 2 minutes and again, nobody's here. That's not good. No bueno, hermanos. No bueno, no bueno, no bueno. They're like, oh, the camera's not moving, so that means nobody's around. Let's start moving it around. Maybe we'll get someone in here. They know I like my channel this morning. YouTube, no, they say, nope, no pushing your channel today. Nope, no pushing. All right, let's get some fresh paint here, guys. There we go. It's really thick due to it being kind of cold in here. Not kind of cold, it is. All right, let's clean up that paint inside the groove. Don't want to get too goopy in there. So I should have a screwdriver under here that I used for putting in the slot to clean it out with the rag. There we go. I hope someone's eventually coming. We'll find out, I guess. They're all watching Papa Pew Pews right now. And all the other cool YouTubers that are on right now. Yeah. All right, clean that off. I didn't have the lid on last night, so I should have. I'm going to count that as not really on. All right, let's get another rag for my fingies. Anybody show up yet? 7 people in the chat. Appreciate you all coming by. How y'all doing this fine morning? At least here in Arizona, it's morning yet. Normally, I don't work on Saturdays. We decided we need to do some Saturday work due to this job needing done ASAP. So we are working today. We already did the other side yesterday of this door, 2 coats. Looks pretty good. Now we're doing this one. If I had multiple doors, I would spray them. Yet at the same time, we need a rougher finish than a spray, so it somewhat matches the other doors. So we're doing a 3/8 nap. A lot of times though, if I'm not spraying and I want it smooth, I'll use a foam roller instead. That way you get that nice smooth finish. You gotta be careful with it though, because it likes to drag instead of roll, depending on how easily how cleaned up your little roller is. And you're probably wondering why I'm not using a full-size roller. Well, that's a good question. Sometimes it's just more of a mess than a little guy like this. You make sure you spread out your little lines before you go on to the next. Usually turns out pretty good, folks. Just like you would on a wide one. Any wide rollers would be the same. You gotta make sure you don't get that edge line right. Hey, what's up, Rowan? How's it going? How has your day been? I just started. I believe you're new, Mr. Rowan. Mr. Ashishan, you've been in here before. I appreciate you coming back. Sorry, no gun content today, at least not right now. Usually I do gun stuff, but I also do handyman stuff, hiking, cave exploring. I sure wish I could do a live in a cave, but there's no way signal would go through a cave wall, or mine walls. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? A live inside of a mine. Have to put an antenna all the way out. It's not really how cell phones work anymore, though. Years ago, yeah, they used to run off of antennas in a way, like an actual string thing. They don't actually really work that way anymore, so. There's an antenna built into the sides of the hand, the sides of the phone, on the smartphones at least. Paint's not going on to the roller very well because it's thick, because it's cold. It's coldish. It's been inside all night, but this house didn't have the heater on. Okie doke, okie dokie pokey smokies, as they say. My brother used to say, okie dokie pokey smoky. Put a third coat on the bottom here. That way we know it's nice and sealed. Very bottom there. All right, hopefully you all having a blessed day. What you guys got planned for Christmas? Anything's planned for Christmas if you celebrate Christmas? Be nice. I might head to Cali, where I used to live for a little while. We'll see. Hey, what's up, AT? Hey, Eli. Morning, AT. Hey, Gilly, what's up? Welcome, bud. We got to paint this door some more. I already cleared off stuff on it yesterday to make sure the view is okay. I cleared off the goo on it where someone had sticky stuff. I think they had a mirror on here. So I got to kind of spread it on these two more heavily and then feather it out from there, because I'm not repainting the whole door. Although I somewhat did, because it had nick marks all over it. So, from shoes and who knows what else, so we'll probably will. Just freshens it up, right, folks? And thankfully the door's up off the carpet, so I'm not going to get any paint on the carpet. This is another reason why I use a weenie roller. You can just get it in there way better. Oops, try not to get paint on these pants, because these are not painting pants. I didn't bring the painting ones, unfortunately. The shirt is. The shirts or whatever, you know, if they get paint on them, that's just part of the life of handyman. But these pants are not really my painting ones. Yeah, smooth out that little edge there. All right, get that nice and heavy. Put it out. You know, we might as well just kind of repaint this whole door, the face of it at least. Try to blend it all in better, folks. There's a guy I watch that does remodeling. It's called David something remodeling. Dave something remodeling. He hops on in the evenings and throughout the day too sometimes. I'll go and watch his. I like watching some remodeling stuff, even though I do it myself. Oh, that's way better, folks. Way better. All right, let's see. There's a little touch up on the doorway here on top. You can get that. It's like, where do I stop? That's the problem. I just have to eventually stop, because I was not hired to paint every single touch-up spot. All right, back over here, guys. We already just put a coat on that. And this is where we were working yesterday on this doorway here. Let's see here. Okay, cool. Gilly, we are sometime. Oh, Mr. Wall. Yeah, right. That's brown. That stuff is brown. So I don't know what you're talking about. And it stinks and it's sticky. So this ain't that. Somebody's got a problem there. He just jelly. He just jelly. Yeah, just so jelly. He doesn't know what to do with his life. All right, we need to I don't know if my brush is dryish yet or not. Is that a word? Dryish? I think it's a word, right? Dryish? Hey, what's up, Zeg? How you doing? Like and subscribe. There we go. We're going to pin that one. Thanks, Gilly. All right, I'm going to put you guys on this. I don't know if it'll stay. I'm going to see if I can put you guys on this toilet seat, but since it's bowed and the stand has legs that stick out, I don't think that's going to work for height-wise to get you up higher. Oh, I could set you on the counter. Got to clear some stuff away here off the... I'm back from Dad's. There you go. There you go. Got to make sure the mirror doesn't show me doing something over here because there's something on the counter over here. Reflections, you know, brothers, get you into trouble. All right, let's put you up here. Let's lower this down. I can't tell what it's doing. I'll just look in the mirror. There we go. 15 people in the chat. Appreciate you coming by. How y'all doing? Let's see if I can slant that so you can see what I'm doing a little better. It's just hard where to put this stand. It doesn't swivel on its base for some reason. All right, let's get our brush out. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Oh. If you guys want yourself a nice paint bucket, get a Pelican. They make liners for them, which I didn't put in here. But it has a magnet holder right here for your brush. And then this right here, obviously, to hook everything on. But pretty cool stuff, folks. Alright. Gonna paint in this inside this window way. I caulked it up last night, yesterday afternoon. And now we gotta put a fresh coat of paint in there to brighten her up. And then feather out the edges with the roller over the bull nose. Be nice and gentle. If I put it on thick enough, and which it is pretty thick because it's cold, hopefully I can just do one coat. We'll see. We shall see shortly forthwith. Try not to get all over the... I put my bucket a little too full with the paint, so it doesn't want to roll as well. Okay, so then you just kind of feather it out real light on the edges, heavy on the round over, and then feather it out as you go. That way if it is slightly off, the color, because this is a custom match, kind of blends all in, folks. Yep. Yes, sirs. Boys and girls, mommies and daddies, uncles and aunts, cousins and nephews, all the above. All right, spread that corner a little better. There we go. All right, I'm going to set this down on something because it's too deep, my paint. So I'm going to set it on a rag. I filled it up too full. Hey, what's up? Let's see here. Zeg says, oh, I forgot to say good morning. Hey, good morning. What's up, Corey? Good morning. Rosie, how's it going? I believe you're new too. Hi, you. Welcome to Desert Armory and More. We do gun content. We do handyman stuff. I post cave exploring, mine exploring. All sorts of stuff, folks. My doggies sometimes. My dogs are a big hit, especially Skittles. He's on the channel more because he's just more active with me because he's younger and smaller, easy to transport. My other dog's big and she's old. Big and old. Alright, let's make sure I got the caulking getting painted. This is some off-white color that I custom matched. Alright. Lightly feather the edges out so you don't see the brush marks. Gotta make it look good, guys and girls. Yes, yes. And there's a whole bunch of spots I gotta do the same thing, feather out the paint. I just hope the sheen's the right sheen. It looked like semi-gloss, so that's what we got. All right, now the fun part over the head without dripping it down in your brush. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Gotta put enough on it so it spreads it, but not too much where it makes it drip. I'm about to make it drip. Wipe that drip off. All right, I gotta make sure I don't get my shoulder into this. It's just about rubbing. Sometimes I'll do the top first, that way if it makes any drips on the bottom section, I can wipe it off right away and it won't matter. But whoa, that's not what I was supposed to do. There we go. A little bit on the window. Get my rag in here. I think I did get my shoulder. Yeah, I got my shoulder in this paint. All right, let's wipe that off. Just real lightly. Nothing major here. Major time. Station control. All right, now on this side. Spread this out, heavy on the edge. Feather it out. I already painted over some spots in this room. I don't know if they're fading. Yeah, some of them faded through already. Unless I didn't get those ones, but I'm pretty sure I did, because they're pretty obvious. I'll be like, no, I painted over all of them if the lady asked. Let me turn the light on here. Get some light on. Oh yeah, when the light's off, you don't really see them. When it's on, you do. All right, that's back behind me here. Let me paint those real quick. That's probably why I didn't see them, because of the shadow. They blend in pretty good. I mean, really, this whole room, honestly, almost should be repainted just to, you know, so you know you get every little spot that's bleeding through. Sorry, my arm's in the frame there. I'm balancing on one foot on the countertop here. There we go. All right, back at it. Let me get over on this side. Whoops. My hand went inside the wet paint on the wall there. No biggie, folks. No biggie. It's all good, mate. I almost think a fly came in here from last night and made doo-doo marks everywhere. Even from last night. All right. Pick up this thingy there too. All right. Let's check our people in the chat. All right, what we got? I spelt it in Rona. So sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry, I'm going to my friends. Didn't get in the car in 5 minutes. Okay, see ya. What's up? Shout out. Do you just paint some clothes since it ruins them? I don't do it on purpose. What's up, Tree Rogie? Can't believe I'm watching paint dry. I know, right? Hey, Corey. How's it going? Maybe I already said that. 16 in the chat, 10 fingers up. Appreciate you guys. I think I got a little bit more, trying to turn you in the right place here. My stand's kind of precarious here. Sorry, guys. I mean, I have a nice stand. It's just it can't get it in a good spot. Oh, maybe that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. There we go. All right, back at it with the brush. Get a little more cut in on the bottom here on this side. Can't believe I'm watching paint dry. Or grass grow. Although technically, yeah, this is actual, obviously, watching paint actually dry. But yeah. I remember when I do concrete when I was a little younger, 10 years ago or more, 10 and more, there was different times that it was cold outside, and even with accelerator, the concrete would not dry. You know, put lime in it, speed it up. I think it was lime, I forget exactly. And we're like, yep, nothing like watching concrete dry, it's like watching grass grow. It's like watching grass grow. All right, spread that out so it's less obvious that we did a paint job there. Let's put this out here. All right, let's see. We got to go around the house and fix a whole bunch of spots too, so we'll bring you with us. Now through this room, there's probably a few, but I didn't check this one yet, majorly. I'm honestly just gonna paint that spot here. She didn't say anything about patching this. I don't know. I'm just gonna paint it for now. Problem is the whole door is you're gonna see that this has been painted because it's so stained like. So we'll just have to really feather this real light. You just have to make sure you have a lighter amount of paint on your brush, your roller, when you're going by it. Just slowly fade it out. There you go. And eventually, you won't even notice it. Yeah, throughout the house, there's all these paint patches. It's patches throughout the house that someone did. And so, I already lightly sanded a lot of them. So I got to go through and just put a little paint on them. So let's raise the stand for you guys. There we go. I think I got one more I can go up. There we go. Like so. The stand's having little problems. There we go. All right. Appreciate you coming by. But I don't know if you can see where someone did some patchwork and didn't do it right. I'm just going to paint over them. I did lightly sand them last night. Normally, to patch them properly, you have to work it in at an angle with a sander, patch over it and wipe off the excess. You don't get it in the texture and then lightly texture over it. You can do that just by putting splotches of mud on there. You don't actually have to run a sprayer and then a knockdown. This is a medium to heavy knockdown, so hopefully this doesn't show up too bad, these paints. Currently, you can see them because of the wrong sheen that they did the work with, so we have to put them on decently heavy on the patch and then furred out, what do you call it, spread out the patch, the paint, feather it out. This was stuff that was added on to the job that was making it take longer. I asked her about it, she's like, yep, go ahead and fix them. I work for a property manager. It's the same person I rent from. She manages the property I rent from, so. And yeah, the proper way would be painting the whole wall. There's so much to do, but unfortunately, that's not what they want. Some stuff I'll be like, no, I can't do that because it's against my conscience and to guarantee my work, I can't do this, that, or the other. Because, yeah, certain things I'll be like, I can't do that. Because it's got to be done right the first time when it's certain stuff. So you don't have to come back later and fix it. So, this is going to be so-so. It's presentable. It'll be presentable. I guess that a TV right there, it looks like, because there's 4 big holes where they would add a mount. Though normally you wouldn't have 4 in a square like that, because I've installed lots of TVs. Slowly spread the paint out on the edges. I gotta go through the whole house pretty much. I did the other bedroom, as in like sanded off the spots that needed a little bit of, because someone came through with some filler and just left it. Didn't sand it or nothing. So I got to go through and try to find all these little filler spots and sand them off so that way it's smooth for the, and the filler they used was almost like a little rubbery. It was weird. Let's see if I can paint this crack. Just fill it in with some paint so you don't see it as much and spread it out. The baseboard and all the paint is all the same sheen. A lot of times baseboards or trim is semi-gloss and the rest is like satin or something like that. Spread it out. the problem is there's like stains here and there in the wall. So it's not gonna spread as nicely. But we still gotta get this spread out so you don't see it as much. That's why the roller goes all sorts of directions, so you can kind of feather it out. All right, let's turn the camera the other way. We got stuff in that corner that needs done. Hey, what's up, Bullet? Always miss your gun streams. Our time zone doesn't match. So Bulletproof. Last night, again, I didn't have one because I was just so tired from doing that whole ordeal with my dad's emergency room visit and everything. So last night, I didn't do any. So you didn't miss out last night. So you're good. I have some people from UK that'll stay up really late to get on. It'll be like 3 o'clock in the morning and they'll be on my stream. When I start at 6 p.m., they'll be over there listening in from UK. Kudos to them, right? There's some tape on the wall there, I think. All right, spread that one out. I saw a little spot there. This should be a lot better than it was. Spread this out. They have an entryway? Yeah, how do I turn this one? Oh, there we go. Now we can see. Yeah, there's so many. Someone came through and just patch, and then ran and never even did it right. Yeah. To do it right would cost, to plug every hole properly would be, over $1,000 for just labor because it's, to do it right. To patch them properly. Now that they've been worse than before, it would even take longer to fix them. So, I don't know about worse. So we're just a teeny hole other than where that bracket was for the TV. See if I can paint over these pen marks. I don't know, sometimes pen does not paint over. Pencil does, usually, but pen not really. Here in the back of the door, I don't know if they had like a coat hanger back there or something, or a little shelf. The shelf though would have hit the door, so I'm not sure. Anyways, my hands get tired. Normally I don't paint vertical like this with these little rollers. All right, spread this joint out. There we go. I'm painting 3/4 wall, not quite. We had a spot here where before the doorstop got reinstalled. Made a little dent, looks like. Spread that out. Yeah, this drywall filler that they use is weird. It's like rubbery-ish. It doesn't really sand. When I ran the sander on it, I was noticing it was like just weird. It's got like a rubbery membrane to it. Yeah, whatever that is isn't painting over very well. Could try to coop it up on it. That'll help. You'll help. There we go. Something for a pen mark or something. There's a couple of screws there. Alright. They didn't patch that one up there. Right, because I couldn't reach it. Like, oh, we forgot that. Oh no, what are we gonna do now? Don't patch it. Shh. We won't say anything. We just won't patch it. Shh. Yeah, all right. All right, there's some on this wall that we patched up. Feather it out. All right, let's turn it around the corner. Hey, Luke, what's going on? Prayers for your dad. Hope he's having a blessed day. Yesterday he was doing a lot better. He was supposedly going back home. Appreciate you coming by, Luke Ali. I'm not from UK. I live in the boring-ass Middle East country named Turkey. Hey, I have a couple gun brands from over there. Hey, what's up, Brad? You're from Turkey, too? Never been over there yet. I'm very familiar with gun terms, even though it's very illegal here. I thought Turkey was known for guns. That's weird. Why is so many states, like, illegal with guns, but yet they make them and they mass produce them, a lot of them? Let's feather this spot out. There's a spot that needed painted right there, just looked really bad. Gonna have to goop it kind of hard on that spot. There. And right there. Feather that out. Yeah, that's just weird to me. So many countries make them themselves, but why are they so against them? Try to feather this out. I don't want those marks to be seen. Because I have like an old Turkish Mauser from 1938. And then I have two Canics from Turkey. I've got a semi-auto shotgun, I think that's from Turkey. What else I got from Turkey? A Thesis double stack, 1911 from Turkey. From Gobble Gobble. Trying to get just these patch spots that someone did fixed up. All right. I think they had something over these doors, like they fumigated the place or something. Sure seems like it. See if I get just that little mark there that's messed up. Spread it out on this door here. And this scratch here. See if I can get that somewhat. I don't want to do it too much because otherwise you're really going to see it. There's so many things that need more of a major painting in here, but that is not what they wanted, so. In my opinion. They already have it rented out by Monday, and I think I could get it done by Monday, but we'll see. There's so many things that need done. All right. Canic is overpriced now. Possibly, probably because they're more of a higher demand. Because people are realizing they're so good, and so they're a higher demand. That's my opinion about it. I love my Canics. I don't have a small one that I can carry. Mine are full size. I have the Sketch collectibles, and then I have the TTI Combat. Alrighty. Patched up right there. Thankfully, everything's the same color in here. All right. Except the roof, I think, might be flat. It's the same tone, I think, though. Let's see, I did a little bit of sanding on this little wall. See, Glock is a ripoff. Yeah, in my opinion, too. We got great gun brands like Canic. Yep. What are you doing, bro? Touch-up paint? Yeah, a lot of touch-up paint in this rental here. Turkey is near third world country level, so government doesn't want people. Oh, gotcha. Phantoms and Turkish 1911 is also high. Glad to hit a live stream. What's up, Matthew? Rutherford? It's all antique white. Sort of. I don't know actually what color it is. I couldn't find a can. And so I had to take a chip off of a door that was busted up that I'm reinstalling once I get everything done with it. My guess is either antique white or Swiss coffee. But since I custom it, because I didn't have a can, who knows what color it actually is. So I took a chip in and they had it custom colored for me. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably antique white, and it could either be that or Swiss coffee, because it does look a little bit darker than Swiss coffee. There was pencil marks right here that had people's height. It was very light though, you couldn't really see it. I don't know if they had some of these taped off separate from others. A little patch job there, so I gotta spread that out. I already sanded these yesterday. There's a couple little patch jobs here and there. So I gotta paint it and then feather out the edge. So hopefully you don't see it as much, right? 'Tis the idea. I got the right angle so you can see where it's been patched or not. Right there's one. Because the lighting isn't the greatest in this house. Yeah, I can see why. People, if you're that low, you don't want the people uprising, you know. And so, yeah, they want to control. Control. We can get some of this painted off here. A little nicer. Some of these walls are just dirty. That's the problem too. Saudade sucio. There's a wall over here that I'm gonna have to just about paint 3/4 of the way up on it in this corner here. Because from here up, it's super dirty. They don't have a hall light here? No light in this little spot? Oh, right here on the wall. Here we go. It's dull as a peanut butter knife. All right, let's go back over here. We got some patchwork that needs painted here. What's up, Jay? How's it going? Yeah, it could be Swiss coffee, yeah. Hey, Jay, let's see. Brad says, is it Kelly Williams paint or Sherwin-Williams? This is actually a Behr. It's a Behr mid-grade. Yeah, I remember you. I remember a Jay in here. This is actually Behr paint. I forget who makes Behr. It's their own company. I mean, obviously it's from Home Depot, but I don't remember who makes it. It might be their own. I know Glidden's made by PPG, Pittsburgh Paint Group. It's all these sorts of little marks. There's a little blotch of blood, maybe? I don't know, it's a red spot. A little red spot. You got to feather out the edges. Look, there's a more heavy spot that needs done. Right there. Feather out from there. Yeah, someone just went through with like a little can of hole filler and acted like they knew what they're doing. They didn't. So I have to somewhat try to fix what was done. Like this whole wall is just dirty. So it's from about here down, it's just dirty. All right, I think I got those patch spots done. Yeah, I'm not sure who makes, what do you call it? This brand I'm talking about here, Behr. I mean, Home Depot's big enough, it's probably its own company. For the most part, probably. They sell multiple brands there, including their own, obviously, but sometimes you'll be able to see paint jobs more too on a smooth wall if they used a sprayer versus somebody rolling. Depending on what nap the person used, you can tell too for smooth walls. Texture's a lot easier to hide stuff, in my opinion, for repainting, especially if it's semi-gloss. I don't know, one of my buddies is like, oh, semi-gloss is actually harder. I'm like, He's one of my painting buddies that's doing painting right now. At least he's been painting for me. Known him for years. Try to spread that out. Just spot and stuff. Yeah, honestly, to me, the place needs just gone through. There's so much stuff that technically it just needs a lot of it redone. All right, back to where, I don't know if this wall had any here, probably. I have these screens here I need to drop off at Ace to get rescreened. I could rescreen it myself, but we're too busy for that. I'll just pay someone to do it. Some patch stuff right here. So you have to get a refill here. It's probably about time to repaint that door too, put another coat on it. Whoa, someone did a patch job there, I didn't notice. I'm gonna have to sand that off. I didn't see that one before, and here it's pretty obvious. It's weird, this filler, it's just really weird stuff. All right, let's go ahead and fill it up. I'm doing right too. Let's see, what are the two I gotta do? Two shorter ones? Is there a third string do something? That does the turning. Usually you gotta have them straight so it pulls up here. And it's about to pull off the wall because it's not working. Help it along. There we go. Needs a little bit of help. Things are like just too old for it or something. Lock it back. There we go. I'm gonna have to get some more paint here shortly. Let's see if we can work this in that crack there. There's some pretty bad nicks in that drywall mud that the texture's gone on this metal corner of the windowsill here. I just got stuff on my knuckle. Spread this out, and then this patch here. Yeah, this patch stuff is just like rubberish. It's weird. Let's try to flare this out. Let's go ahead and get that windowsill here. It's like, I don't know where to stop because so much stuff needs done in this for painting. And I was supposed to just come through here and just do a teeny bit. Huh. Not quite this much that I'm doing already. Cut that out. Let that sit. Good spot better. All right, let's get you back. I got to do this wall yet, but I need some more paint. 10 people in the chat. We also need to repaint that a second coat, that door there, so. Oh, we can paint that, I guess. This lid off here. Rag ready. Not too full, that's not a little too full. So that it was getting everywhere. All right, tuck that underneath there. All right, let's put a second coat on this. We already have 2 coats on the other side we did yesterday. I had to cut this to size so it fit perfect in the hole for that bathroom over there, where I was doing caulking and painting earlier. Just hope after I cut it and did all the measurements, it actually fits. There has been some times where I've done a whole bunch of doors in the house, got them custom sized, and after I went to put them back in after I painted them, and fortunately I still had to do a little bit more work to get them to fit, which I'm not sure why, because I custom measured already. Some of it is because I was going off of old doorways, which is what that has, an old doorway. You got to custom fit them to that door opening. Now, lo and behold, get it just right. Bottom here since it's older, colder paint down here. coats now. The paint was still bleeding through on the third one. Alrighty. Let's see, how did this still coming through this door? Yeah, it's still blotchy, but it's still a little damp too, possibly. All right, let's back you up. Let's see, who said it? Everybody like and subscribe. Thank you. Hey guys, do any of you all know what the Lions Club is? The Lions Club. Isn't that like some sect that different towns have? Hey, when did this live start? About 46 minutes ago, and there's only one person in it. That's what it shows. 19 likes. Let's put some bigger glob over that. Glob over where I repaired it. This door is just not coating over very nicely. I gotta paint another door majorly too, but I'm just not sure if I should or not because it's got so many stickies on it. Someone had stickers all over their door, and so they peeled them off, and there's just adhesive on the whole thing, and it peeled off all the paint. Like, how do I fix that? But then, like, literally stripping the whole door down by that time, and as much time as that take buying the other door now. Unfortunately, it's the same one that has a crack down it too. So it's like, what do I do? About as best we can do with that one. It's 3 coats over the patches and 2 or 3 on the other. Winds up, Desert. Looks like you working hard there. Yep, I am, Bear. Hardly working hard, whatever you want to call it. Usually on Saturdays I do not, but this house, the lady wanted it done in a certain amount of time. And kind of made it so it's a deadline. Makes it kind of hard to want to do my own stuff that I need to do. Trying to make this deadline for her. She didn't require it, but she's like, can you? And I was like, well, no, I can if I take away from my personal time. Yeah, of course. You can do anything if you put your mind to it. So. She already had it rented out. The other 2 rentals I was working on, I should have rented those ones out first. Not this one, because I didn't even touch this one yet. All right. Let me get these spots here that need painted. Touch up work, working hard for money. Yep. Arkansas, what is this? Lions Club is a charitable organization. It's actually all over the place, the Lions Club. Hello, honey. How's it going? The Lions Club is, I think, even in my little town. I know the Huachuca City has it. I don't know about Sierra Vista. Sierra Vista is the main big city where I'm near. It's kind of a city. It's more of a big town, but it's self-contained pretty much. I would say it is. I rarely ever go to Tucson, except visit my uncle or aunts or cousins or something. But I was there the other day, super late, because I had to take Dad into the ER, or visit him there, because they took him in. Trying to lightly go over all these patches and then flare out the paint. Might have to put my light up in here so I can see what I'm doing better. Texas? No, I'm in Arizona. If you like watching World War Wisdom. I'm not even sure what that is. It sounds like it'd be unique. World War II Wisdom or World War Wisdom. I got to do some not patchwork, but painting on this wall. Pretty much the whole thing. This little section because it's pretty dirty and scraped up. Now I'm in Arizona. Arizona. Feather it out slowly. That way you don't see the paint line. Hopefully not. Lightly feather it all out. I think they had a dog that would like always eat right here or something because the way the walls look, looks like a dog was like slobbering or something. Now I've never lived in Texas. Been there many a time. Had a girlfriend there years ago. She actually still is over there, a friend. Best way is to take off that cover there so I can get up close. We ain't got time for that. Is that how she says it? But we ain't got time for that. Forget how she says it. Something of the sort. Colored lady. That one's always been funny. But we ain't got time for that. No, I should take it off. I'm not sure if I got a screwdriver on me though. Let's see here, I got one right here. That'd be the best way, so blend in better. Only takes a couple seconds, so I mean, why not? Why not do it right? Do it right the first time is what I always say. Some people go ahead and take the time to cut around it with a brush, but that takes way more time than just taking the cover off. I think it's because some people are intimidated at just removing a cover when, unless you put your fingers in there, I mean, you're not going to get hurt. All right, now that we're getting away from the main stains, we can slowly feather this out up to the wall here, just slowly. It's getting lighter on the roller too. Feather it out. Although there's some patch jobs up here now too, and this one's higher up. I think they had a little shelf up here. They left the wall linkers in there. I would have punched them through so you can have more of a hole to put patch mud, but hey, each their own. All right, spread out that top end. There we go, guys. Way better. All right. Let's see, this room, I did sand the walls. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this door. So they had stickers on it, peeled them all off. Did one coat of paint over it. I have to do multiple on that. Like Boy Scouts, always prepared. Hey, I'm gonna go to help my dad build a new fence. There you go. Hey, Brentley, we actually, here. Hold the fort here. I haven't been doing lives in the evening because I've been too tuckered out. But we got one in here. We got one. Right there. What's the weather like there today? Sunny, chilly. What else? I think it was, I don't know if I actually even looked at the temperature when I got in the car this morning, the work van this morning. Yeah, I'm not sure where to stop. There's so many things that need fixed in this place. I don't like doing the half job. I'd rather do the whole thing, do it right, but you're doing this type, you kind of have to just do patching stuff, touch up. Unless they actually say, go ahead and paint the whole wall. Do this, do that, do the other. Every doorway that had those little hangers on it to hold something, pretty much. So the door frame's got some problems with them here and there. Especially that bathroom, the main bathroom, the bathroom. All right, like stuff like this. Whoops, like that door frame there on top. They've had something hanging from the top of it. Hey, what's up, Real Outdoors? How's it going, brother? Guys, check out Real Outdoors, awesome channel. He makes like these little pot planter holders. At least that's what I've seen him work on. Maybe he's done other stuff too, probably. All right, I need to fill up my paint bucket, guys. We'll be back. See you in the room. I'll have to repaint that other, I gotta do a couple more repaintings, but anywho. Let's see, I bet they were hanging a full pull-up bar. No, I think those are from, like, you could put those little hooks on your door, then the back end drags, I mean, it just kind of moves around on it. See, now I gotta get a roller over that brush mark is gone. It's like every single doorway has it. It's weird. Is that maybe the entry door? It just images the door, so I'm not sure if I can do something like that, right? All right, back in here. A little bit of paint on it, just spread that out more. Get those marks gone. Not a huge brush mark fan. Unless you want to look at old and rustic, then you leave them. Want old and rustic. There's some nicks here. Just trying to touch them up. Spread out that paint so you don't see the difference as much. That light is not bright worth a hoot. Let's open up these curtains. That might help, huh? Let's see how these ones open. Just north end so it doesn't get as much paint lighting. But yeah, these little spots right here that someone went and patched. And so I got to go over them and then spread out the paint from there. It's like these little scratch marks everywhere too. I don't know why. Almost like if they took a pen that wasn't writing and just scribbled all on the wall in different places. It's like a little small scratch. It's kind of weird. Here and there. I sanded these yesterday. Someone else already did the patchwork, which was horrible. Yeah. I've already been talking about that. Of course, right off, you're going to see these more than normal because it's wet. prefer not have to take that cover off, but I almost think I have to too. This is when I wish I had my little power screwdriver, because I can take them all off really fast. And this way I can get it looking a little bit better up against it. It's always dirty around switches. If you do touch up by switches, well, that's what it's going to do. You're going to see it. Those things, they didn't even tighten them up, they're loose in there. Loose as a goose. Put this out. Put this edge out. There we go. It's like, where do I stop? Because otherwise you gotta repaint the whole wall. And that is not what we signed up for, folks. No, sir. Not what we signed up for. Problem is, this door, technically both sides need repainted. What we got going? Not too much, bud. Just sitting here watching some YouTube. Yeah, there you go. Not healthy type, huh? Healthy type? What do you mean healthy type? How's the house working out? Hey kids, what's up? Welcome back, Hangman. How you doing, buddy? Healthy type? What do you mean healthy type? Me? I mean, I believe in being healthy. Do I believe that being a vegan is making you more healthy? No. Most vegans are skinny, or thinner, sorry, let's reword that. I hate the word skinny, because people have called me that, and I don't really like that when I was a little thinner. Usually they're gaunt looking and really thin, staunch vegans. And that is not good for your health. We're gonna make this door at least look a little more presentable. Just repaint this whole side, see about the front side, what we'll do with it. I don't eat a pile of junk food. I mean, I do a little bit. Like, if I eat chips, it's tortilla chips, so that's the healthier stuff. But I do drink soda here and there, so that would be the main junk food I would eat. Is a hamburger junk food? I don't know. It depends on how many you eat and what type. In my opinion, because it is meat. Fried chicken, all the oil would be bad for you. The chicken part's good for you, so hey, it evens it out, right, folks? As I always say. Tis what I always say. Alright, once this dries more, we'll put a second coat on it. Definitely making it look better, I'll give you that. Alright, pad this out. That top corner. Best way would be to put another door in here, honestly, because the other side's not the greatest either. Because it got busted in or something. Debating if I should take this doorknob off or not. It's just making it even longer though. Take the edge here. this other side. Oh, let's see here. Everyone says I'm a very healthy eater, but also human, I love all the other bad foods as well, but it's all looking good, bud. See, what's my battery life? 58. Over in this area, battery for some reason really gets sucked up quick. I think I had like 90 I got over here. 92%. Crack is. I mean, I could take the knob off, but that's not what we're here for. A little hair from the paint, I mean the brush. Pretty much repainting this whole door just while it's hanging though. This is when I wish I was by the job instead of this lady wants me up here but wants to do it by the hour. Because repainting doors is like something kind of a little more special than just normal painting. That's time consuming, especially if you do it right with taking them off the hinge. This is something that we're just doing on the anywho just in case. So at least look fresh. I told her about the crack door, but she was like, can it be patched? I'm not really, unless you replace the door. These are like little wood grains, you can't really patch it. But we paint it, we'll freshen up. So this is the worst door, other than that one that was broken, but when I'm reinstalling it. Yeah, they don't, my Lowe's does not sell doors anymore. The door cores, like for just the core without the frame, like not a pre-hung, just the frame. My Lowe's doesn't carry them anymore. Home Depot does. So I went and got the door I did from Home Depot, but none of them have a door that has this wood grain on it without the 6-panel. The smooth doesn't have 6-panel. I mean, it doesn't have wood grain like this. So it is the bathroom at least, so you won't see the difference as much as, you know, if it was in this hallway here. This will need a second coat, both sides. But, you know, I don't want the other side's wet, so I don't want to touch the door there. How does this patch jobs come out? I gotta do some on this side too. Right there. Right there. Try to spread it out. Hey, how are I'm doing pretty good, Mr. Monkey. Dad's doing a lot better. He supposedly went back home. I haven't heard if that's actually true. I mean, I guess it is. I mean, that's what they said they're going to release him, I guess. Let's put that out. someone did. Spread out that paint. Holes all at a certain height. Some yellow film right here. I wonder if those pen-looking things might be last time they painted the walls. You might have got paint on it, maybe. These little lines that the thing has through it. Why do I feel gust of cold air and it's not just from the fan? Let's try to figure this out. I have a feeling some of these patch jobs might need a second coat or something. We'll see how they turn out after they dry, because like some of them, sometimes they kind of like bleed through a little bit. All right, let's get behind this wall here on this side. All Georgia companies are better. Home Depot, Coke, Yelta. Name one that's better than any other companies. Oh, wait. I'm not sure what you mean, Brentley. You're saying everything's better in Georgia then? What about Texas? I thought everything's bigger there. They're bigger but not better. Big but not better. Because bigger ain't always better. Oh, sir. Dynamite comes in small packages, as they say. Yes, sir. Fix this little patch job, that little patch job that someone painted there, didn't paint, Feather it out. Try to feather it out so you don't see it as much. I don't think they would add anything behind the door. Although here's a pad right there, so they had something back here. Who knows what? Can't put over every single mark. It's more of the patch parts that I'm trying to get. They did something on the wall here. I don't know if they sprayed something on the wall. It's kind of weird, this little spot here. Quality, not quantity. Oh, there you go. Yep. Well, Coke is actually made in Georgia, so that would make sense there, Coca-Cola. Although, I beg to differ in one spot. The Coca-Cola in other countries are better because it has real sugar, so that part I disagree with. Coca-Cola in other countries has real sugar. Tastes better, like in Mexico, Honduras. I lived in Honduras for a year and 7 months. At a mission. Children's home. Airport runs, clinic runs. I was a repairman for this facilities. So, yeah, definitely real sugar Coke's way better than the high fructose corn syrup stuff we have here. You know, this whole spot. I think they sprayed something on the wall here or something. At first I thought it was a patch job. It didn't feel like fresh drywall stuff. I don't know. It was too nicely done to be a full patch job unless they really knew what they're doing. Which maybe they did. spread that out so you don't see that paint I did right here as well. There's definitely some stuff that needs touched up a little bit down underneath this window. Coke and Other Countries is stronger. Yeah, you're not wrong. Chick-fil-A, Waffle House. Waffle House I've never been to. I've been to IHOP, and I've been to Denny's, and some mom and pop stores for, Erie's, but not for, not the other. I've been to Waffle House. Spread that out, folks. I've never been to Waffle House. Trying to think where the closest one is around here. Let's spread that. The pack's jump right there, so try to spread this out. Before you know it, I'll be painting all these walls with at least one coat, right? I'm excited. I guess I'm glad I didn't do this by a contract versus by the hour, because this stuff just adds and adds and adds. Be like, I don't know how to quote it. Well, I would be able to, but it'd be quoted high. It would be quoted pretty high. All right, now spread that out on the edge. Don't see it. Spread, spread. All right, there's some more touch-up down here. We're just doing the major stuff and then the patches. This must have been where a bed was hitting the wall, would be my guess. Moving that or something. Alrighty. Is there people still on here? Yeah. 8 of them. Anyone ever been to Zaxby's? I've heard of it. I've never been there. They don't have any here in Arizona that I know of. Huh, this one must not work. Zaxby's. I've heard of it. Well, guys, we gotta take that one out right there and replace it. The other side we're just gonna paint. It's bad enough. She was saying maybe we should just replace it, but then she said do some wood filler too. I mean, so some of this stuff is just making this job go longer and longer and longer. See, this had something on it too right here. Every doorway, except maybe that one back there, they added something. Trying to think if I should paint that or what I should do with it. I'm gonna paint that spot. Get it so we can get it nice. It's more start out. Where do I stop? Where do I stop? There's just touch up here, touch up there, touch up there. It's not what we were planning on doing. Outside, I just have to put a new dryer cover. The sun rotted it. That's behind a bush. I don't know how the sun rotted it. Everything's more, who knows what, so the color is less white. You see here on the bottom of these trim I'm painting up on the other side here. And who knows, maybe in here it's actually a different color. Who knows? Slowly fade out to. Let's see if I can get that brush closer on the bottom. Let's see as much as a line there. There we go. So that's gonna take an hour just for me to go get the part, take it off, come back, caulk it all, and then paint it. Longer than that. Granddad used to say work makes work. Yep. Jerome, I think the closest Waffle House for you would be in Texas. Well, we used to have them here in Arizona. I don't know if we still have them or not. Zaxby's is based in Watkinsville, Georgia, my hometown. There you go. There you go. Yeah, let's see if we can get this little spot there. Just the nick, because I don't want to get all this white paint because it's slightly, it seems like it's almost a little bit lighter. Possibly. I don't know, I'm tempted just to paint over it because this is already taking into my personal day that I was not planning on doing work. I'm off 2 days a week, except this week I had a little more because I was sick. Wasn't feeling good Monday and Wednesday very well, so I had Monday off, Wednesday a partial. Yeah, we used to have a Waffle House here in outskirts of Tucson one time, somewhere in Tucson, a couple of them I think. And I wasn't supposed to wipe my hand on my pant. Oh well. Actually, these are going to get all goobered up anyways. Alright, spread that out. There we go. Try to feather this out. Try to make it, there we go. Oh, a little patch job there, so I did another one there. I gotta stop somewhere though, it's because like there's so much touch up everywhere. I gotta stop somewhere. It's just my OCD's like, oh, that needs fixed. Oh, that one needs done. Oh, that one needs done. We're gonna start painting that scrape there. It's a habit when painting and decorating. Oh, they got to start and stop, or work makes work. Both of them, I guess. Spread that out. The patch job right there. A couple of them. Hopefully, it'll get a little sheen on it then. I don't know. I'm thinking I'll take this off, but it's. Oh man, I'm at that point where I'm getting a little bit like. Am I done yet? Am I done yet? I gotta add this little thing, that little thing, this little thing. Let's see here. seen all these little nicks of paint. I'm just trying to make it look just a little nicer now. They had a dog left in here or something. That's why it's got all nicked up. I just have to stop somewhere. Because otherwise the whole house is getting repainted. Right? Because like this whole door honestly needs repainted to make it look right. But that's not what it was in the plan. Every single door, the whole house, the whole interior, make it look matching. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to probably replace that. We say trousers and pants for underwear. No, underwear. Pants. What I call pants would be actually not quite actually what these are. These are actually more like these are Dickies work jeans. That duck canvas material, whatever they call it. And I didn't have any paint on this morning. It has a little bit. I should put on my worst jeans, pants, whatever. They're canvas material too, but they're not these. Different brand. But yeah, I got to take that off now, guys. Painting decorating. What about paints? Did you know the word paints is it Old English? We got in wrong here. Really? Let's see if I got any messages in. 30 cents off a gallon for Circle K. I noticed that when I got gas the other day. Luke Alley says, prayers for your dad. He sent me a message, it looks like. One of my subscribers. And he texted in. It doesn't look like it. On Spallman posted something about the Real Best 6.5 Carcano. This is cartridge / it isn't Creedmoor. Okay. They had a 6.5 Carcano. Arizona City Steve here. What's up, buddy? My Arizona bud. I gotta do some work on that. And I guess we're gonna take it off. Not sure where my razor knife went though. Oh, here it is on the counter. I gotta cut the caulking, so when I go to take it off. Take off this. The trim they used in here was real wood too. It wasn't that fake wood, at least for the trim. The framing of the doors is fake wood. All right, gotta cut the caulking so when we take it off, it doesn't peel the paint. Hate having to replace it, but that's what she prefers, so that's what we're gonna do. Customer is correct. She said go ahead and replace it, so that's what we're doing. Arizona Steve is from Arizona City. He's another Arizona boy. Put up against the wall, which some of this is actually already broken loose. Not sure why. I think someone slammed the door one or too many times. And my pry bars aren't in here though. They're over at that other job. When I was doing all that trim work the other day on the steps. So we're gonna have to use, if I break it, it doesn't matter because we're putting a new one in. So I could use this little screwdriver maybe. Just don't want to damage the drywall or the door frame. Doing housework today over here. Yep, just like you. Yeah, this one's actually a rental that needed done by a certain time. What's up, Nish Tai? Bless your dad. I hope he's doing okay. He's doing a lot better. Let's see here. I gotta pull this off. See, that's about as far as we go there with the caulking. Let's see if I can get this off. I have to get some smaller pry bars. I'll be back, guys. All right, let's see if we get between this thin blade and this pry bar here. We should be get it up enough so I can slide underneath. My other one is not in here. It's at the other job. Gotta try to do this without damaging the drywall. The trim, if it breaks, like I said, I don't care. Get new on it, so. Normally I use another different pry bar than this thin. And this one. But this is what we have in Vans, so. I was hoping to actually go to Colossal Cave or Ketchner's Cavern for you guys today for content for the channel. I got people asking about it when I'm going to have content for that stuff too. The flooring side of it. Mine, this whole door frame is moving. I wonder it had a crack in the concrete. They didn't secure it very well. Like I said, if it breaks, it doesn't matter. We're putting new in. It broke at a finger joint. No wonder it's so loose. Guys, look at that. They never put spacers. How did that work? They just used the trim as to hold the space. What in the world? Look at that, guys. They didn't install that door right. It's supposed to have like a piece up here with wedges, a piece about in the center with wedges, and one on the bottom. Hey, Brooke, what's going on? Yeah, it did not. No wonder this thing moves. This whole thing on the bottom when I went to pull on it because they didn't do it right. And there's over the gap. This is regular finishing nails. Looks a little bit different. It's a 16 penny, I believe so. I mean 16 gauge, but a little bit different. Instead of brads, they're actual finishing nails. All right, now we got to get these pulled out. The staples. We can do that later. Let's clean off this excess caulking here, so I get the next piece sits flusher, more flush. Flusher is not a word. More flush is. Can't do it too steep. It'll take off into the door frame. You don't want that. Yeah, now I got to pick up the trim piece too then. Looks like it got a little wet on the bottom because the door frame, the pre-hung piece here is particle board, so the bottom is fluffed up a little bit. At least I'm getting this content for you guys last few days, the handyman content. Just too tired the last few evenings because of the family stuff. Might go over there later today too and see how he's doing, if he's supposed to be back home. My dad. Alright, let's take off the bottom spot. Don't want to cut off too much because I have too big of a caulking cut out. There we go. All right, gotta get a new trim piece for that and paint it. All right, I need something to pull out those little staples. Let me get some pliers real quick, guys. Thought I had some in here. Must have been left at the other house. Alrighty, got some here. These are like big linemen's electrical. See you later. See you, Steve. 2 people watching. Maybe I should restart it and try to get back on the algorithms. Alright. Surprised these pulled out because they're not in there very well since it's just MDF. These other ones I'm just gonna push back in. Yep, they're not in very deep. Alright, and then see if I can pull this one through or at least do something with it. There we go. Alright. Should just be one piece of this. And it's gotta be the 2 line with the dip. So it matches up. Then put 2 coats of paint on it, caulk it on, caulk around it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in here I need to do before I get that part. I don't think so, Yep, all right, guys. We'll sign off for now. There's only one person on here right now anyway, so. Appreciate you all hanging out with Desert Armory and more. How y'all doing? Thank you for showing up. And looks like there's 2 people on now. We're about an hour and 40 minutes almost, so. It's you, okay. There's one other person too that just hopped on. Anyways, I gotta go pick up that trim and bring that in and let some of this paint that I painted on, especially that other door, to cure. So we might be back. We'll see about the live if we'll be back on or not. I also need to pick up a light fixture, just like that one, but for the other bathroom because the other one is rusty. So we got to pick up one of those too. So, all right, guys, we'll see you later. Thank you for coming by, and you have a blessed day. Can never go wrong doing what's right. Thank you all. See you later.